I'm Justin.
I'm Hayden.
I'm Trevor. We are watching the AU review.
And we're Amanda Berlin.
You're watching the AU review.
You're watching the AU review.
WAM Fest, your gig has come and gone. How did you've had 2 performances over the course of the last couple of days?
Yeah.
How's WAM Festival gone for you?
Yeah. Last night was great. Thought we played an awesome set. And totally different situation. We were headlining, so we got a good sound check and all that kind of stuff. So can't really compare it to today, where you just literally plugged in and played. But I think we kind of still got the message across. And I had fun up there, and people seem to clap after every song, so I'm happy with that, you know.
It's good. Clapping is good.
The showcase is an interesting thing, and I imagine, have you done WAM before?
Yeah, we did it we're actually at the same venue last year.
Played here last year, yeah.
It was kind of cool coming back. I guess you know what to expect with how quick everything goes. But yeah, hopefully we keep getting involved. It's nice, and people are like, oh yeah, we'll include you. Like, yeah, thanks. It's nice.
And I was looking through some of the the press about you guys, and how there's been a lot of airplay around internationally. And Greece was one that kind of jumped out at me as well.
Yeah.
How does stuff like that happen, do you think?
As far as I can tell, it's pretty much just SoundCloud. We've had a couple of pretty big blogs write about some of our tracks, and then once that happens, people from overseas start listening to it on SoundCloud, and some of them work at radio stations in Greece.
And have ridiculous names that we can't pronounce. That's good.
So I think a band like you guys, you really represent how eclectic the Perth scene is. The fact that a band like you guys can be on a stage, and then next up, just look at the lineup here. It's so eclectic, and across the whole WAM Festival. Can I guess given it's WAM Festival, how do you view the Perth scene? How does it seem to you compared to maybe scenes elsewhere in Australia?
I don't know, man. I love it. It's just so many bands, and you get to meet so many people as well. It's just brilliant. I'm actually from Singapore, so it's also great to have the SWAM thing come in, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a whole bunch of joy playing music with all these different bands, man. Sure, man.
Were you familiar with the Singapore band?
No, they actually knew a few of the guys from back home, so that was kind of interesting. Had a bit of a chat. But they loved it in Perth as well, so they were saying obviously if we can go over there to play, they'd love that as well. So it's great, yeah.
Well, you guys have to go play Music Matters then in Singapore. That should be the next conference you guys do next year.
That'd be all right.
Yeah, it'd be cool to go over there next year for sure. Yeah.
You've got a national with you,
Does that mean we all can work there because we're in the same band as you?
Can we stay in the Marina Bay? Yeah.
You'll have to marry one another, I believe.
Yeah. No.
Become Mormons, get married to one another. It'd be great.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. Yeah, pretty logical sort of
I think
development.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
It's been a big year for you guys. You released your EP earlier this year. Reflecting on the year so far, how has it treated you?
It's been, it's always up and down. Every time these awesome things come up, you're just yeah, and then there's nothing. It's yeah. But the good thing is we've got Hayden here who just keeps us right up there, on a constant slope upwards. So he's just we're getting better. We're all yeah, let's keep going. Cool, let's keep going. So always feel like there's more and it's getting better, which is a nice way to feel, I guess.
So what's next for you guys? Well, I'm joking, there's no joke about something like Music Matters. It seems like that's the sort of place you guys should go. But, what are the plans coming up? Is there more music coming for 2015, more touring?
Yeah, well, we're in the studio on the 2nd of December. We're going to record 3 tracks, and we'll have a single out very early next year, and definitely some touring, definitely Australia a couple times. We want to record an album, but we're kind of going to do it in chunks, I think. Record 3 tracks, go back and record another 3 in sort of February or something, and just whenever we can afford it, essentially. And yeah, but Singapore would be great. I don't know, a couple of touring acts, maybe doing a support tour or something like that would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
But mostly, we just really want to keep writing music and recording it as often as we can.
What is the writing process like for you guys? Is it a very collaborative process, or are you the kind of main songwriter? How does that work?
Most of the ideas kind of are born in the jam room. Like Trev might come up with a riff, or Justin might come up with a little keyboard part which will inspire a melody or a drum beat. And then Justin and I will usually take that kind of skeleton to his place and we'll demo it for a really long time until we think we've got something solid with it. Then we'll take it back to the jam room and figure out how to play it live, you know?
Yeah, it's become, because we've got new songs coming up and we're like, yeah, and we're doing them heaps on the computer, but it's becoming, you know, we're not going to play them live until they're 100%, you know, until they're completely figured out. So it's kind of a bit different to other bands who jam it, play live, and then record it. We're a bit mixed up.
Yeah.
So how do you find that then ends up translating onto the stage?
It's been fine recently. We just make sure we get the right backing tracks because you know there's only like 5 of us, so
only 5
compared to what's in our tracks.
If every part was to be played, you'd need 10 people up there, I think.
Yeah. You need to be Arcade Fire, basically.
Well, with less traditional instruments.
More just computers everywhere and like. Hayden having like a loop pedal, a doubler or something, I don't know. Crazy.
So it's about trying to keep it to flow as naturally as possible on the stage in spite of that sort of aspect.
Yeah, I mean, like, we make all our drums on Ableton, but then we use drum pads, and like our drummer still plays them live, but he's just triggering the samples that are in our recordings.
Yeah.
And we just find that sounds better, and you can just plug it in pretty much anywhere and it's going to sound good. You don't have to worry about mic placement or anything like that, you know, so yeah, it seems to be, it took us a while to figure it out, but I think we're starting to get it happening now, so.
And other than you guys, who are the best bands in Perth right now?
I like these guys, I like Flower Drums a lot. Usurper and Modern Medicine, Trev?
Slumberjack.
Yeah, we're good friends with Slumberjack, they're a great electronic act. Justin?
Yeah. No, Coin Bank's pretty solid. Smashing it out. Tide Line's all over the place. Yep. They're loving it.